For generations, California has been the world's beacon, the golden dream, a land where ambition met opportunity and innovation reshaped the future. Millions flocked here, drawn by the promise of endless possibility. But beneath that shimmering surface, cracks are appearing. Is the golden dream simply fading, or is it evolving into something profoundly different? Consider this. In 2020, California experienced its largest wildfire season on record, with over 4.2 million acres burned. That's a stark contrast to the average of 250,000 acres per year in the early 1990s. And the housing crisis? The median home price in California soared over $800,000 in 2023, a jump of nearly 50% since 2018, making homeownership an increasingly distant reality for many. We're about to explore a paradox. The future of California, hope or disaster? The answer isn't clear-cut, but the stakes couldn't be higher. Silicon Valley's shadow. California, particularly its famed Silicon Valley, stands as the undisputed engine of global innovation. It's where groundbreaking ideas become reality, where fortunes are made. But this immense prosperity casts a long, often unforgiving shadow. The very forces that fuel California's innovation have simultaneously created a chasm of inequality and an acute housing crisis that now touches every corner of the state. Consider the staggering disparity. While the median household income in California was around $96,334 in 2024, for tech workers, annual salaries in areas like San Francisco can easily exceed $150,000 to $200,000 for experienced software engineers. Meanwhile, the state minimum wage is set to be $16.50 per hour by January 1st, 2025. This creates a significant gap where essential workers, teachers, nurses, service staff, are increasingly priced out of the very communities they serve. The housing market is a prime example of this paradox. The median home price across California in February 2025 reached approximately $829,060. In the heart of Silicon Valley, like Santa Clara County, median home prices can easily exceed $2 million. This rapid escalation, driven by high-earning tech employees, has resulted in a severe shortage of affordable housing. Many residents, including those earning middle incomes, face daunting commutes, rent burdens, or even homelessness. In 2023, California accounted for over 387,000 people experiencing homelessness, representing nearly a quarter of the entire U.S. homeless population. This isn't just about poverty. It's about the erosion of the social fabric. As communities become segregated by wealth, gentrification pushes out longtime residents and small businesses, fundamentally altering the character of neighborhoods. The question then becomes, can California leverage its innovative spirit to bridge this growing divide? Or will the shadow of wealth inequality continue to darken the Golden State, threatening its very foundation? The challenge is not just economic. It's deeply human. The fire, the flood, and the exodus. California, the Golden State, finds itself on the very front lines of a relentless environmental gauntlet. From apocalyptic wildfires to historic droughts and the relentless creep of rising seas, the impact of climate change are no longer distant threats. They are here now, and they are profound. But beyond the immediate devastation, these events are fueling another, more subtle crisis, an exodus. Let's look at the numbers. The state has been battling increasingly severe wildfire seasons. In 2020, California recorded an astonishing 4.39 million acres burned, a dramatic increase from the annual average of around 250,000 acres in the early 1990s. This isn't just about acreage. It's about lives disrupted and homes lost. For example, the Camp Fire in 2018 alone destroyed over 18,800 structures and tragically claimed 85 lives. These aren't isolated incidents. They represent a terrifying trend of escalating natural disasters. Compounding the fire crisis is the persistent threat of drought. California experienced its driest 3-year period on record from 2020 to 2022, leading to severe water shortages and mandatory restrictions. While the state has seen some relief with increased rainfall in 2023 and 2024, the long-term trend remains concerning. Groundwater reserves have been heavily depleted, and experts warn that a thirstier atmosphere due to warming temperatures makes future droughts more intense, even with average precipitation. And then there's the ocean. Sea levels along California's coast have risen by approximately 8 inches over the last century. Current projections indicate an acceleration, with a likely increase of 6 to 14.5 inches by 2050 compared to year 2000 levels. In specific low-lying areas like parts of the San Francisco Bay Area, land subsidence due to factors like sediment compaction means local sea levels could rise by over 17 inches by 2050, more than double the regional average. This threatens coastal communities, infrastructure, and vital wetlands. These environmental pressures aren't just changing the landscape, they're changing California's population. While not the sole factor, climate-related concerns, combined with the soaring cost of living, are contributing to a significant domestic migration out of the state. In 2022, California experienced a net loss of over 907,000 residents to other states, a trend that is partly driven by the search for more affordable and less environmentally volatile areas. The Golden State strikes back. While California faces immense challenges, its story is far from one of decline. Indeed, the Golden State, ever the pioneer, is striking back. California's commitment to clean energy is a testament to this proactive approach. The state has set ambitious goals, aiming for 100% clean electricity by 2045. This isn't just rhetoric. It's backed by substantial investment and growth. In 2023, California generated over 40% of its electricity from renewable sources, a significant leap from just 11% in 2005. This includes harnessing solar power. California boasts over 35 gigawatts of installed solar capacity as of 2024, leading the nation and geothermal energy, with projects like the geyser supplying power for decades. Water, a perennial concern, is also being tackled with groundbreaking solutions. Faced with cycles of drought, California is investing heavily in water conservation and recycling. Advanced water purification facilities, such as the Orange County Water District's groundwater replenishment system, produce over 100 million gallons of purified water daily, transforming wastewater into potable supplies. Furthermore, desalination projects, while costly, are being explored as a viable option, with plants like the Carlsbad desalination plant providing 50 million gallons of fresh water per day since 2015. Beyond environmental innovations, California is reimagining its urban landscapes and transportation. The ambitious California High-Speed Rail project, though facing hurdles, aims to connect major urban centers with sustainable, fast transit, with segments already under construction. Cities are increasingly investing in robust public transit networks, bike lanes, and walkable communities to reduce reliance on fossil fuels and improve quality of life. The state is also confronting its homelessness crisis with innovative, compassionate approaches. Programs focusing on housing-first models, which prioritize providing immediate housing and support services, have shown promise. For instance, San Francisco's navigation centers offer low-barrier shelters with services, and statewide initiatives aim to accelerate the construction of affordable housing units. Even in disaster preparedness, California is learning and adapting. After devastating wildfire seasons, significant investments are being made in forest management, early warning systems, and hardening communities against fire. Research into climate-resilient infrastructure and nature-based solutions for coastal protection is also gaining momentum. Hope, disaster, or a new reality. We've journeyed through the complex landscape of California's future, from the fading glimmers of its golden dream to the daunting environmental gauntlet and the stark shadows cast by immense wealth. We've seen the rising waters and the parched earth, the crowded streets and the empty wallets. But we've also witnessed the extraordinary ingenuity, the defiant resilience, and the unwavering spirit of innovation that defines this unique state. California stands at a profound crossroads. Will it succumb to the mounting pressures, becoming a cautionary tale of environmental collapse and deepening social division? Or will its pioneering spirit and unparalleled capacity for innovation lead it to a sustainable, equitable future, redefining what prosperity truly means? Let's look at the stark choices. Consider climate change. If current trends continue, California could see average summer temperatures rise by another 4 to 7 degrees Fahrenheit by 2050, intensifying wildfires and straining water resources. This contrasts sharply with the state's ambitious target of 100% clean energy by 2045, a goal that requires massive investment in solar, wind, and geothermal, which could stabilize energy costs and reduce emissions. Then there's the human cost. The widening income gap has seen the top 10% of earners in California control a disproportionate share of the wealth. In 2023, the wealthiest 1% of Californians held roughly 30% of the state's total income, a figure that can lead to social fragmentation. Yet, alongside this, there are growing movements for affordable housing and progressive social policies. For example, legislative efforts in 2024 to 2025 are pushing for streamlining housing construction and expanding rental assistance programs, aiming to alleviate the crisis that sees a median home price exceeding $800,000 statewide. The path forward isn't predetermined. The future of California hinges on the choices made today by its leaders, its diverse communities, and every single individual who calls it home. Will we prioritize short-term gains over long-term sustainability? Will we allow the cracks to widen, or will we collectively commit to bridging the divides? The resilience isn't just in grand projects. It's in the countless small acts of adaptation and collaboration. It's in the neighborhood efforts to conserve water, the grassroots movements for social justice, and the consistent push for green technologies. What kind of California do we choose to build? A California defined by its challenges, or one reborn through its solutions? The answer lies not in predicting the future, but in actively shaping it together